Everybody, Squad Off Ticket Man here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. We got our tickets for today. We got Crossword, top prize 50 grand, and we got Diana Jaws, who will be next. Top prize $100,000. Let's get started. Hope everyone's having a good week. Pretty good over here. I just want to say off the bat, was on YouTube pops up Donald Trump on the Lex Friedman podcast. I was incredibly surprised to see that. Didn't think that guy would be on a podcast like that. Also, just the idea kind of where we're at with the state of podcasts in general. Where we can't, not to say everyone's thinking this, but we can't think of them as not a serious outlet, like a media outlet these days. We kind of think of like, oh, definitely, well, me, my parents, stuff like that. If you are 60 years old or 60 years or older, you definitely just probably watch the news, or you got some type of 24-hour channel that you kind of have on all day that probably just tells you about like shootings and war all day. But the idea with these podcasts, it's like they're getting some pretty heavy hitters on them, and the idea of having a past president and also having someone currently running right now, and it's unfiltered. That's the other thing too. It's like, they can always do some editing to these things, but I imagine the team, for the most part, has the idea like, if you're going to be on our show, we got to call some shots here, sort of thing. So, anyways, the idea was Lex Friedman podcast kind of moving forward. It'll be one of those things where not too long from now, you're going to end up on something like Joe Rogan, and I would love to see that. That is very, very, very high on my list to see Donald Trump on a Joe Rogan podcast, especially if Joe like fires up a big cannon or something like that, and he's like drinking and smoking drugs and stuff like that, and on the thing. I think that'd be pretty hilarious. So we'll see if we get that in our universe. Then again, I can see Don's team being like, okay, Joe, we gotta wheel our back a little bit. But then again, if you can get Musk on there, take a hit and see what does to his the Tesla stock and stuff like that, I think it would be awesome to get Don on there. Because he did ask him on the Lex Friedman podcast. He did ask, say, I'm friends with Joe Rogan. Just kind of curious. You gonna go on Joey's show? And Don's like, well, my team's not gonna. We're not gonna ask, but if they ask, we would. I'm paraphrasing right now. We would consider it. Let's see where they get to with things. Anyways, I just thought that was interesting. Moving on to another topic I wanted to talk about today. Actually, it's kind of close to home. Just the idea, people that are late. It's like there's a few things. Like I'm pretty. I think of a word for it. I'm pretty like easygoing with most things. Like I'm pretty go with the flow type of person. But the one thing that really grinds my gears is when people are late. Especially, you have maybe space for like one or two people in your life that can be late. But one of those things that like really grinds my gears is when people know they're gonna be late. Like say you're supposed to meet someone for like 11 a.m. and then they'll like text you at like 11:05 and be like running late. It's like you were always supposed to be here. Like if this was a job, you're now late for your job. I'm not saying friendship is a job, but it's definitely something we need to work towards in order for both parties to to enjoy the situation, to enjoy the relationship, or the kind of social contracts there. There's just the idea. It's like if you know you're going to be late, let people know well in advance. You know when you're going to be late. I also like too when people say that they're going to be late, and then it's like so again, say you're supposed to meet someone for 11, and you're just like, okay, like ETA, like what time? And then they'll wait like 5 minutes, and they'll be like 11:40, and it's like, okay, have you not left your house yet? Like, did you not know at all? Like, did you just? I would rather someone message me at 11:05 and be like, "OMG, just woke up. So sorry. On my way there ASAP." Like, I'd rather just get that one message, and then I'm not mad or anything. I'm like, okay, something, they slept in or something happened. I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy that now I'm waiting. But at the same time, it's like I'd rather just get that one message and kind of like it's like they're buying time. Like it's like the time between them actually, realizing that they're late. It's like maybe they'll have like access to a time machine or something like that, and all of a sudden they can be there like a lot sooner than they actually think. And then eventually they're just like, well, you know what? I'm probably not building a time machine, so I'm going to be super late, and that's just how it's going to be. So I think that bothers me. People know how late they're going to be. Other thing, if you're an adult, I was kind of joking myself about it, but it's like if you're an adult, I consider myself an adult in a lot of ways. But the idea, like I'm setting at least one alarm a day for something. There's something that I'm like, okay, I need to remember this, remember that, or I need a timer for this or timer for that. Like always cooking, I always have timers on, especially these days where, you can kind of just tell your phone like, hey, set an alarm for 10 minutes or set an alarm for, I don't know, 10:30 a.m. to remind me I need to do something. We just got sequel, not too shabby. Okay, we're moving on here. We got one word. We need two words. Two words or more. But I'm saying alarms all day, and then when with some people where like they forget things, I'm like, okay, it's okay to forget things once in a while, like as long as it's not important, not like a heart medication or something like that. But just the idea where like maybe more adults need to set more alarms. Like maybe that's one of those things we should have in high school, like alarm setting class, so that if you're not sure about things, like how you can kind of move forward in life if you're setting a few alarms here and there, so that you can be on time for things. I don't think that's too much to ask. I do not think that's too much to ask. Trying to focus here for a second because I'm feeling something on this card right now. Feeling something. We're not getting a D. We're not getting. We're not getting a T. We're not getting an O. That's for sure. You get a feel for some of these cards after a while. What you're gonna not. Yeah, we're not getting an O. We're not getting a D. I know we got one letter left. I know that's gonna be a bit of a thing. This was a good scratch. This was a good scratch. You did a good job on this card. There's a lot of good stuff here. We might get an H. We might get a no. We're not getting a P. Okay, I'm thinking we're getting an H. Maybe that's the new game. We kind of guess what we think we're gonna get. I think we get an H. I'm gonna vote for H right now. I think we're gonna get an H because there's a lot of things that would be on the table right now if we had an H. Okay. Definitely not no T, no O, no sorry, no D. Okay. H, no P. Okay. I'm on H. I'm on H. Oh, I called it. I called it. We're starting to see some of the messages of madness on this. 'Cause there's just enough on here. There's just enough on the branch here. We're just like, if we give him an H, it's going to feel like it was so close because we were pretty close. We were pretty close. Part of me wants to like go through all these cards and kind of rein myself into seeing if there's some other, what's it called, like what am I looking for? Big patterns on here. Anyways, moving on. Two jaws, two next. That was a good scratch. I enjoyed that. That was good. I kind of want to meet the person who makes these cards. I hope they're like a super weird person, and you're just like, what do you do? It's like I know how to make. I manipulate emotions, like financial emotions, for everybody. That's what I do. Okay, so we got 45, 10, 8, 47, 25. Gonna give it the old big dirty here. Okay. Not seeing anything there. That's okay. Maybe I'll just go line by line. Like maybe that's better. Maybe that's what the pros do. We got an anchor yesterday. That was pretty sweet. I'm not seeing anything there. That's okay. Yeah, maybe line by line is actually easier on the old eyeballs. But 6 has 100 grand under it. I can see that. 45. Did we get a 46 here? No, we didn't. We got a 9 between 10 and 8. That's fun. Thanks, card. Thanks, card. Oh, we got a 7. We got 7, 8, 9. You got 5? No, we don't have 6 yet. Nothing there. Okay, last line. The last hurrah on this. The last hurrah. 32, 38. and 26, 25. Okay, so we're so close. There's so many neighbors on here. Again, whoever designs these, they know how to really toy with you financially and emotionally. Okay, so 45. I'm just gonna look through this again. 45, not seeing it. 10, not seeing it. 47, not seeing it. 8, going backwards, not seeing it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, you really got you on that one. And then 25, not seeing it. The bonus scratch. The bonus scratch. 10 at the bottom, the bonus scratch. We got Bonox. We got another Bonox. Are we getting $50 on this? Is this how we're going into Thursday? No, we're good. No shell. We got shelled. That's okay. I always forget the bottom on this card. Always forget it. Lucky symbol. Sunglasses. Bonox and sunglasses today, ladies and gentlemen. We got a book. I haven't won one of these yet. And I keep saying that till I win. A heart. How lovely. And a ring. That's just precious. So nothing on this one. We got sequel. Just double checking. Yeah, there's no P, there's no T, no O, there's no D. That sounds like some pretty hype lyrics right now. And then Jaws, nothing on that one. Not too bad. Not too bad. This is a good scratch though. Sometimes the thing is, we're not here. I'm not a no. I was going to say we're not here to to make money, but we're actually here to try to get ourselves out of crippling financial debt. That is definitely high on the list of reasons why we're here. But also, this is education. This is entertainment purposes. I guess educational too, if you're learning ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. But at the same time, there's some entertainment value here, and these were good scratches. You did a good job on these scratches. Anyways, hope everyone has an amazing day. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Good luck out there.